Lessons from Ava's story. Number 2. More than a force, a power. Having contentment. If you've watched until this chapter, then you are truly incredible. You've journeyed through every twist, every triumph, every sacrifice. You've seen love, strength, and redemption unfold. And for that, you are awesome. But we won't simply watch this video and move on to another one. Ava's story is more than words. It is a lesson, a reflection, a mirror for our own lives. Let's take a moment to ask ourselves, how do we react when you lose something or somebody and you have to start again? What are your feelings, your manners, your words? Do we dwell in the past and resist the situation? Or do we accept the condition, acknowledge the reality, and restart again? Do we adopt contentment or resolve to murmuring and resentment? Or you become bitter and resentful, slandering and damaging others' reputation, or recounting who you were and belittling others? If you've followed Ava's journey, you already know life does not always give us what we expect. And yet, Ava did not complain, did not resist. She embraced what was before her. That's what we call true contentment, not resignation, but peace in the present, knowing that life still moves forward. Over the next few days, we'll be exploring these themes in short exhibitions, diving deeper into faith, love, inner peace, forgiveness, and redemption. Thank you for being part of this journey. And if you found meaning in Ava's story, help us share it. With love, stay blessed. The story does not end here. It begins in you. What is contentment and what it is not? Contentment is a powerful state of mind. It's peace in the present rather than constant longing for something else. It's not passive resignation, but rather a conscious acceptance that what we have now can be enough. What contentment is? Contentment is acceptance without bitterness. Contentment is recognizing that life doesn't always go as planned, yet choosing to embrace the present. Contentment is the inner peace, not dictated by external circumstances, but rooted in gratitude and trust. Contentment is freedom from comparison, finding joy in your own journey rather than measuring yourself against others. Contentment is a strength, not a weakness. Contentment is knowing when to appreciate the present while still working toward meaningful goals. Choosing contentment is a sign of maturity and faith, not a lack of ambition. Choosing contentment is living with purpose in every season, understanding that growth and meaning can be found in any circumstance. What contentment is not? Contentment is not complacency or laziness. Contentment is not giving up or refusing to strive for better things. Contentment is not settling for less out of fear. Contentment is not staying in an unhealthy situation because you're scared to reach for something better. Contentment is not ignoring pain or struggle. It doesn't mean pretending hardships don't exist, but rather handling them with grace rather than resentment. Contentment is not lack of growth or dreams. Contentment doesn't mean abandoning personal progress. It means finding peace in the journey, not just the destination. True contentment comes from within, not from whether life is perfect or not. The Apostle Paul could say in Philippians 4:11-13, I have learned to be content, whatever the circumstances. I have learned to be content, whatever the circumstances, is a reflection of his life experiences. He endured hardships, imprisonment, persecution, and uncertainty, yet he found a deep, unwavering peace that wasn't tied to external conditions. Contentment is learned. Paul emphasizes that contentment isn't automatic. It's something cultivated through faith and perspective. Hi, I'm Ava, the girl who was betrayed, raped, and cast away, but raised to glory. I'm here to share a life lesson with you. Some spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment to feel whole, believing that joy comes only when everything aligns. But I have learned that joy is not found in perfection. It is found in perspective. I chose contentment not because I am weak, but because I refuse to let life's circumstances dictate my peace. Contentment is not surrender. It is strength. It is the choice to rise above disappointment, to embrace what is rather than mourn what was. Contentment does not mean denying pain or pretending hardships do not exist. It means acknowledging them, accepting reality, and choosing to move forward. It means understanding that even in struggle, life remains precious. I could have spent my days longing for the past, measuring today against yesterday. But what would that change? Nothing. Instead, I decided to build with what I had, to appreciate small victories, to find meaning in every season. I chose contentment, not because I had everything, but because I understood that, even in loss, I was still capable of finding purpose. I chose differently. I chose contentment, not because life was easy, but because it was still mine to live. I chose to embrace life as it was, instead of mourning what it wasn't. I chose to appreciate what remained. Instead of lamenting what was lost, I chose peace, because no amount of regret, anger, or resentment could change my past. True contentment is not about ignoring hardship, but about understanding that even in difficulty, joy is possible. There is a great benefit in choosing contentment, as we can read in 1 Timothy 6:6. Godliness with contentment is great gain. Yes, contentment guided me to glory. So, beloved, when life suddenly turns bitter, what is your attitude? Do you spend time wishing for what was lost? Or do you embrace what is still in front of you? Wishing for what was lost is a natural feeling, but when that longing consumes you, it can prevent you from appreciating what remains. Holding on to pain, regret, or resentment does not restore what has been lost. It only takes away more from your present. Embracing what is still in front of you means choosing to see the opportunities that still exist. It means recognizing that even after loss, life continues and new possibilities unfold. Choosing contentment does not mean ignoring pain, but it does mean refusing to let pain define the future. Ava's story teaches us that life is not about waiting, it is about living. Contentment is not about having everything, but about recognizing that even in loss, there is still something valuable. So today, will you choose peace? Will you restart living? Will you embrace life as it is, knowing it can still be beautiful? Wish you all the best. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and like.